I have played competitive singles in Pokémon for years, but my experience playing VGC has started in Pokémon Champions. With a mere 2 months of practice, we're gonna try to put our skills to the test in the first Pokémon Champions Regulation MB VGC Draft League. What's going on everyone, my name is Scorpion, coach of the L.E.A.F agents, and welcome to the Champions Division of Battle Hub Draft League Season 8. In this video I'll be walking you guys through a real quick breakdown of the rules this season as well as the team I have drafted, which we'll be using for the upcoming league. Quickly also before we begin, I want to say thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. It's honestly insane how much we've been growing since Pokémon Champions came out, so just know that the support means the world to me. I really appreciate all of you, and I also know that the Draft League might not be everyone's cup of tea, so don't worry, the regular showcase of VGC ladder will also still continue on a regular basis as well. With that being said, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're excited for a new Pokemon Draft League, and let's jump right into it. This season we have 105 points for a team of 10 Pokemon exactly. We may also draft up to 3 Mega Evolutions on one team, and are free to Mega Evolve these Pokemon whenever we want, as long as they hold their Mega Stones. Because we're playing VGC, all matches will be best of 3, meaning we have to beat our opponent twice to secure the win for that week. And lastly, we have a roster of 12 coaches, which means that the league lasts for 8 weeks and the top 6 advances to the playoffs. My spot in the draft order ended up being 11th overall, meaning I had to wait quite a while before I could pick, and this spot definitely hurt me a bit at first, because I got sniped a ton in the first round already. That said, it also meant I was able to establish some strong cores later on, and overall I think I'm happy with the team I drafted. So without further ado, let's take a look at it. Now, as you guys might know, Delphox is my favorite Mega Evolution, and so I really wanted it to be my first pick. However, not only did Mega Delphox get sniped 2 picks before me, but the other 2 Mega Evolutions I wanted had been taken before that as well, so I was stuck with no idea with what to pick. Because this is my first VGC Draft League, in the end I decided to go for a Pokemon I physically knew I couldn't go wrong with. For round 1, I picked arguably the best non-Mega Pokemon on the draft board, Garchomp. Garchomp has insanely high usage rates in Pokémon Champions, and it's not difficult to see why. With base 130 attack and an excellent base 102 speed, good bulk that lets it take hits, and an insanely synergistic type combination of Dragon and Ground make it very hard to justify not putting Garchomp on a team. It can deal incredible spread damage with its mighty stab Earthquake, and has Rock Slide for coverage, while also beating opposing dragons with a powerful Dragon Claw, and punishes opponents using Fake Out on it with its ability Rough Skin. As the face of Pokémon Champions itself, with incredible build variety, Garchomp will more than likely carry the rest of our team this season with ease. Now, even though the round 1 snipes were brutal, being this far back allowed me to pick again very quickly. So I took advantage of this by grabbing another Pokémon Champion Superstar that gives me good speed control and deals with the fairy type that Garchomp doesn't love phasing, Sneasler. Sneasler provides my team with Fake Out support, a solid speed tier that lets it outrun most of the metagame, and more great damage output with powerful moves like Dire Claw and Close Combat. It can go even faster with items like White Herb or Focus Sash in conjunction with its ability Unburden, fish for more status with Poison Touch, and can be a nuisance with some of its other support moves. Having both Garchomp and Sneasler on the same team gives me an incredibly synergistic duo to start it off, and means I'll have more flexibility for my later picks down the line. Next up, it's time to secure our first Mega Evolution. Initially, I wanted to pick Mega Gardevoir so I could add some special firepower to the team, but much to my dismay, it was picked literally right before it was my turn in round 3. It took me a while, but eventually I came up with a replacement and I was very grateful it was still on the board. My next pick was Mega Aerodactyl. Mega Aerodactyl possesses an insane speed set of 150, making it the fastest unboosted Pokemon in the entire game. It uses its fantastic speed phenomenally to power off powerful spread Rock Slides, Tough Claws boosted flying type attacks, and most importantly, it can set up Tailwind for my team. Having something this fast and powerful that can also be on the field next to Garchomp while it's spamming Earthquake makes Mega Aerodactyl a great addition, and I honestly can't wait to use it as my first ever drafted Mega Evolution. Now it was time to secure a special attacker, and I found a great option in a notorious bulky water that also punishes Intimidate really well in my 4th pick, Milotic. Milotic is infamous as Incineroar's arch nemesis in VGC, due to taking advantage of its Intimidate with its own ability, Competitive. That's not all though, as my low deck also packs enormous bulk, mono water typing, and an incredible support move pool that makes it hard to take down. Moves like Scald and Hydro Pump hit hard in their own right. It can provide speed control with Icy Wind, and keep my allies healthy with Life Dew, making it an incredible support piece that also dishes out good damage. Despite Mega Gardevoir being sniped, I was still looking for a good fairy type to add to my team. And that's when it dawned on me. In a draft with Mega Evolution, the Mega and default form of a Pokemon are separated, so you can still pick up the regular form if the Mega is gone. So for my next pick, I chose regular Gardevoir. Even without its Mega Stone, Gardevoir has some cool tricks up its sleeve. It has a solid support move pool with moves like Life Dew and Heal Pulse, can set screens for my team, and is still a highly respectable offensive threat, capable of dishing out some serious damage. Next up, I wanted to secure a Steel type to bolster the team's defenses a little bit. Some extra priority also wouldn't go amiss at this point, so I picked up regular Scizor in the next round. Scizor adds some powerful priority to the team with its Technician boosted Bullet Punch, gives me another Tailwind setter if necessary, and a slower speed tier to punish opposing Trick Room. It also packs solid coverage with Close Combat, has knockoff to remove items, and can even become a late game setup sweeper with Swords Dance in the right matchup, which is also made easier in Pokémon Champions as it finally got Roost back, a move that it lost in Pokémon Scarlet and Violet. Speaking of being a setup sweeper, there was one on the draft board at this point which I really wanted to try, as I used it on day 1 of the format to climb the ladder. The 6th pick was the second Mega Evolution of our draft with Mega Gyarados. Mega Gyarados is an insanely threatening sweeper with a monstrous base 155 attack, access to Dragon Dance, and its ability Mold Breaker before it sets up. It also gives us access to Intimidate before we Mega Evolve, can state its regular form to make grabbing at Dragon Dance easier, and become a Dark type to threaten the daylight out of the Ghost types that currently have a decent matchup into our team. 6 picks in and the point budget is starting to get low. For my next pick, I wanted something a little faster that could provide some speed control, so for only 5 points I picked up Heliolisk. Heliolisk possesses a very nice 109 speed tier that it uses very well to fire off some powerful attacks. It can go for Hyper Voice or Discharge for some good spread damage, Electro Web to slow down both opponents, and it also has some neat coverage options like Surf and Dragon Pulse. And lastly, Heliolisk's abilities improve our matchups into opposing weather teams, as we have Dry Skin to absorb water moves and Solar Power to make ourselves stronger in the sun. With 7 points left, I noticed I was still lacking some important types, such as Fire and Ghost. Because I also kind of wanted to try at least one new Mega Evolution from Pokémon Legends ZA, my next choice was, you guessed it, Mega Chandelure. Mega Chandelure provides with incredible breaking power to my team, with its powerful Stab Heat Wave, single target Shadow Ball, and its gargantuan based 175 special attack. It can set up with Calm Mind, set up Trick Room for itself as well as the rest of my team, and even gives us a way to threaten opposing teams with dual screens, as it gains the ability Infiltrator upon Mega Evolving. And lastly, we only have 1 point left over, so I decided to spend it and end off my draft with regular Meganium. Thanks to the introduction of its Mega Evolution in Legends ZA, Meganium got some cool buffs that make it a pretty decent budget grass type. It once again packs dual screens, can knock off items, carries Pollen Puff to keep its teammates healthy, and it also got some neat little coverage options in this game, like Dazzling Gleam and Earth Power. While I don't expect Meganium to show up to many games, if any at all, it's a nice addition to an otherwise complete VGC draft. So that's going to be the team for Battle Hub Draft League Season 8 Champions Division. Let me know down below what you guys think of the team, and be sure to stay tuned for the weekly uploads of the battles coming very soon. Thank you guys as always for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace!